Packers 17, the Seahawks nothing. It's the first time in Russell Wilson's career that he's been shut out. 150 career starts until it happened. Only 7 quarterbacks since 1950 made more starts than Russ before their first time being shut out. It is the lowest combined first half score, 3-0 Packers in a game, in an NFL game this season. And the Seahawks have now lost 10 straight road games against the Packers. Wilson, should Russell Wilson have been playing in this game?
Well, the answer is no.
Right.
20 for 40, he had two.
Yes, I guess hindsight is 2020.
2 interceptions. Yeah, I just figured he would be fine. And by fine, I mean 75% of what we expect from Russ, which is 25% better than what we got from Geno Smith, because Geno's a backup and he's replacement level, and that's 50% of Russ or whatever. But yeah, in retrospect, Russ probably should not have been out there. And much the same conversation we had about Kyler Murray going forward. You see he's completed half his passes. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the graphic. 161 passing yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 39.7 passer rating. Previous 5 games, his passer rating was 125.3 before he hurt his finger. So, yeah, he shouldn't have been out there, and I think that's it. Aaron Rodgers got up to a slow start. As you mentioned, it was 3-0, didn't even throw a touchdown pass. And I thought it was interesting that Tony Romo said that all the backlash from his comments about immunization versus vaccination really affected Aaron Rodgers, like for the last week and a half or however long it's been, which I found interesting. But we've always said he seems to be sort of thin-skinned and has his earballs open to hear what everyone's saying. And, maybe if he could focus more on other things, it wouldn't bother him as much. But they found a way to win, and that's a huge win for them. Not that the division's in question, but if they want to, get to the Super Bowl, which I would like them to do because they're my pick along with the Bills, and they're along the right path. Oh, by the way, Breach, what are you going to do about Mason Crosby?
I mean, if I'm the Packers, I don't know if I'm concerned yet. He was so good remember that Lions game a couple years ago? He missed like 3 extra points and 3 field goals, total meltdown. Then he went on a hot streak and wasn't missing anything. And then starting with that Bengals game kind of has been going south since then. I don't know if I'm worried about now the Packers, because the question we always ask ourselves, Ryan, is who is out there that's better? It's not easy. It's already hard enough to kick. When you talk about bringing somebody into Lambeau Field, that's not an easy environment for a kicker, probably one of the toughest stadiums. So I don't know that you can just replace. Yeah. So unless he misses like 2 field goals a game for the next 3 weeks, I don't think they would even think about it.
The problem is if you're the Packers, you've had this. It's like LaFleur and Gutekunst have had a conversation, or like LaFleur, the special teams coach, have had a conversation, but no one else is talking about it because you don't want to, put out you don't want the word to get out that you're concerned. But remember, he had the season where he had the yips, and people were wondering, will they move on from Mason Crosby? Of course, they didn't. I would doubt that they do anything right now. The bigger concern here, by the way, is Aaron Jones has a sprained MCL, and this may be the 4th time he sprained his MCL. I think twice in the right leg and once in the left leg.
That's better than tearing your ACL. I'll tell you that. That'll heal
for sure. He missed, I want to say 3 games the first time, and then the last 2 times, and I'm going off a Tom Silverstein tweet, I believe.
And now the Packers front office is like, I told you so. We need to draft a running back in the 2nd round. Who gets the last laugh now?
The AJ Dillon pick looks not idiotic right now. All right, here it is. So Jones sprained his MCL 3 other times, 2 on his right and once on his left. All right, that's correct. He missed 2 games in 2017 with his left MCL sprain. Did the right at the end of 2017 and 2018, so he didn't come back because it was so late in the year. No surgery for any of them. At minimal, it feels like he's going to miss 3 games. AJ Dillon looks awesome. I don't know what. I mean, I guess I do know what Steve Adazio was doing at Boston College, is not passing him the ball, but he had no receptions at Boston College. He might have had 20 receptions in his entire career at Boston College, and he definitely had a 2,000-yard rushing season, I think. He's a great receiver. He's an animal. He's difficult to bring down. I think the Packers are going to lean on Dillon in this run game, and you're going to see AJ Dillon's a fantasy league winner, and his over on rush yards is a smash every single week for the next few weeks until Aaron Jones comes back.
That is one of the hardest things as the junior draft analyst, is to figure out why running backs don't get a lot of catches in college and try to.
It happened with Jonathan Taylor too.
what does that mean going forward? Debo and I actually talked to AJ Dillon before the draft, and he was a very nice chat.
Okay, right? Yeah. I thought you had more there. He let's see. I'm just going to tell you real quick what he had in college. But do we on the Seahawks? Oh, he had 1685 his junior year. Sorry, no 2,000-yard season. But he had 21 catches in 3 years at Boston College. I mean, this guy is a good receiver as far as running backs go. How do we feel about the Seahawks here?
Yeah, I keep
Russ,
saying
Russ wasn't ready to play football.
No, and I would imagine if I had to guess, he probably talked his way into playing. I mean,
he did the whole invisible.
Right, he's doing the phantom workout.
Yeah,
9-finger Wilson out there can't throw the football. Well, I've been talking for weeks that they're going to be the 7th seed, but this might have been like last week was crazy. This might have been the craziest 2-week stretch in terms of teams winning that were surprising and teams losing that shouldn't have lost, and one team idiotically tying. But I don't know right now as we sit here whether the Saints and the Panthers are going to give up the 6th and 7th seed and allow the Seahawks to make their move. So right now, I had to hold steady and say the Seahawks don't appear to be a playoff team.
Wilson, you're shooting on your boy Wilson. This is a Wilson on Wilson crime.
I'm just saying I don't.
Shouts to whoever keeps popping back up every single time we do a live show to give one dislike. I mean, I feel like we're gonna find out.
What if it's Wilson?
Person. It's the same person hitting that button every time. You should hit the like button. We are giving away a Brinson Sucks hat. I don't know what that was, but they are sweeping the nation in terms of their interest. The Seahawks have the Cardinals at home. Remember, Kyler's still banged up at Washington. That's a primetime. That's a primetime game against San Francisco. Also a primetime game at the Texans. They still have the Texans, Lions, and Bears left on the schedule. And my lowly 49ers in the Washington football team. There's a path to 9 wins.
Well, okay.
There's a path.
Are the Saints and Panthers going to suddenly crap the bed? Or are the Vikings who are 8th now, going to crap the bed? I mean,
they can't all crap the bed. There's not enough room in the bed.
If the Seahawks are in the AFC, they'd be in trouble. NFC, they're still fine. There's also a path to take a break.